on second down. Here's Penny. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted. Before he could get out of the backfield. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Jackson going up top. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Detroit! From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
14, run it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Shotgun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's caught by Penning. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Penny. And running with power here. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
14. Gun. Right. Blue 80.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jackson on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A beautiful spin and room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Leaves it for Petty. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Wilson now, operating from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The penalty set him back. Now a big play moves him forward. It's 2nd down.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas.
Here's a give to Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Zebra. Green 80.
Operating from the gun. Wilson dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Finds Jake Butt over the middle, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Wilson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Tempo.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. A second spin. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Will fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost brought going back the other way.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Wilson on 2nd down, dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time... And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. After the penalty, it's Penny. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
19. 12.
Now Wilson to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Conley. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go.
Hand off to Penny. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Carson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And now here come the Ravens. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Detroit,
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Back to throw. Fights him off. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there for this sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Seahawks, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You